everybody. Today we are here at the Gaylord
because we are going to see Ice featuring Elf.
Yay! We thought we'd make it a new Christmas Eve tradition and come on Christmas Eve since we live here, and thought it'd be like a fun tradition to start.
So we're starting out front. As you can see, it's a balmy 70 degrees, but we are dressed warm because it's going to be a low temperature of
9 degrees.
So we have our warm clothes on. I got my toboggan here. Erica's got hers in the stroller.
We got everything for Princess to get her all bundled up.
But we're starting out here, and we want to see what else that the Gaylord has to offer.
So we'll bring you with us and show you anything we see around the Gaylord because we've never really got to explore it, and then we'll show you Ice. So here's a look at the very front of the Gaylord. We wanted to walk out here just to see it because it looks so pretty, and when you drive by it, being a local Floridian, and you're just like, wow, this hotel is massive. And it definitely is. So I just wanted to come walk down to the front and see it. So that's where we're at. And now we're going to head inside because our time for Ice is going to start in about a half hour, and we're going to make our way back to where Ice is at. Beautiful. So we are taking the sidewalk back up into the main lobby.
The Port Cochere, isn't that how you say it?
Where?
Isn't that like where you get dropped off?
Oh, I don't know.
This one's massive. It's like 4 lanes, 5 lanes wide.
This hotel in general is just crazy. They have poinsettias all planted. And then this is the main entrance. They have it all decked out. Reefs and everything.
Sorry, buddy. You can't go through the
side?
Yeah.
He's talking about this. Because they have the rotation all. Wow!
This place is huge. Look at, you can't even see their Christmas tree. They're like the Christmas tree looks.
Just crazy.
Smells like a Marriott hotel.
Yeah, it sure does. Got some seating.
Which way are you going, left or right?
Left.
All right.
Go left. They even have koi fish, and they say, please don't feed. Beautiful. Now we're walking through, what do you call this, like the middle of the atrium?
The Pirates of the Caribbean, like ruins?
Yeah.
You just wanted to see the tree.
I did. I wanted to pop in and get closer.
Never did I ever think I'm inside of a hotel and I'm getting blinded by the sun.
Yeah. That's so cool. Woo. Sorry, I probably just made everybody really dizzy. I'll go slower. But they have like trees everywhere because they have a tree stroll. So we'll do that with you too when we're done with Ice.
It's almost like Spanish Ramada because it's like, see, it's like almost like the Spanish Ramada style, like,
yeah.
I want to say like a fort, like during a war.
Or a castle.
Yeah.
Pretty. Beautiful blue skies too. Now we're back to feeling like we're in the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Look, the Black Pearl.
Gold. Loads and loads of treasures.
Look, dead men tell no tales over there.
Oh yeah, they do. They got a skull. Wow. And a creepy doll. Now we're coming on to another tree. More poinsettias.
That's like the ugly Christmas sweater tree.
Yeah, that's funny. It is ugly Christmas sweaters. But one there and one there.
Santa?
Santa? Ho ho, shisho.
What's that supposed to be?
Santa Claus. Saint Nicholas.
Oh, it's Santa going down the chimney.
Just in case you need your juice fix, they have a Jamba Juice. And more Christmas trees. They have signage everywhere, but we're basically just making our way towards Ice now, which is in the convention center part of the hotel. And then they have like a little market right here called the Emerald Bay Market, and I think there's a Starbucks inside of there.
Erica will tell you it was the best pumpkin spice latte she had all year long.
If we didn't mention it, we have been to Ice with my mom when she was in town. It's a long story, but she ended up really wanting to go, so we made it happen. during her trip with us, and that night, because we came at like, I don't know, 7 o'clock on a weekday, we ended up getting decaf pumpkin spice latte, and it was the best one I ever had. So sweet and delicious. The nice part about this being our second time is we know where the elevator's at to get from the convention center to the ice. Well, from the main lobby to ice, which is in the convention center. And it is on this tiny, creepy elevator.
Yeah, it's like the world's smallest elevator.
It blows. I dread it every time, and we just contemplated taking the escalator, but we have the stroller full of stuff because of all the warm clothes, and we just didn't know if stuff would fall out, and that could be dangerous, so here we are.
And we're making our way in. We checked our tickets, and we are making our way in. Eric and the baby are all right there. They're showing the making of ice, storing. There's a little bit of a glare. So what you do is you click each of the different buttons that show you how they make it. Transporting, storing, freezing. Look, you can play Tetris.
I should have done the coloring.
That's how bright the ice is, packed in bundles of 4 blocks, each pallet weighing more than a half a ton.
Wow.
Do you know how much a half a ton
Wow, that's more than you, baby girl. You see this?
is? Pallets are stored in giant refrigeration rooms. Couldn't read it fast enough, but yeah, those are huge. The factory begins making colors in August to supply ice for ice shows at all the Gaylord properties.
Wow, that's crazy.
I only know of 2.
I didn't know it took that
3
long.
Gaylord properties that I know of. Nashville, here, and Texas.
Texas.
All right, which button do you want? Coloring.
Coloring.
Erica wants the blue. So coloring.
Yeah.
Colorful records are kept on past coloring recipes. Photos are taken of every year's batches. Black.
Half a cup of something.
Colorists use food-grade dyes to color the ice blocks a small amount of something.
Is that so interesting? She finds it very interesting.
The baby thinks it's really cool. As little as a single cup of dye is used. Thank you for not licking or sitting on the ice.
You can touch it though.
You can touch it. This is like the only ice that you are allowed to touch. Touch at your own risk. There's even a kiosk here to meet the artist. He's been doing it for 3 years now.
Wow. What a unique job that is.
How would you even get into that?
I don't know, but that's pretty cool. I feel like you would live in a cold state if you got into it. And maybe you just started practicing in your, like wherever you lived.
Yeah. Here's the tools that they use. Ice tongs, nail boards, chainsaws. That's a small little chainsaw. And then chisels, hand saws, brushes. Push a button to see the past. Which one did you choose?
The night before Christmas, of course. That's cool. Because I didn't know if they always just did it on like movies, like Christmas movies.
Towards the night before Christmas?
Yeah.
You could have done.
They got the Nutcracker.
You could have done Nativity, Frostbite Factory, Nutcracker, and then the night before Christmas. Which one would you have chosen?
The night before Christmas, because that's the one I clicked.
There's concept art of it. I would have probably done Frostbite Factory. The Frostbite Factory. Bite
You
It
tell him. You tell Daddy.
was a fan favorite,
Bite.
which took guests through a spectacular toy factory showcase. We're clicking this one because since you got to decide, I'm going to see mine. This isn't fair.
Oh, that's cool.
Are you changing your mind now?
No, but it looks like a candy factory.
That's not ice. How warm was this?
Yeah.
Look at that slide.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think this one beats yours.
It does look pretty cool.
Yeah. Did you wish you saw this one too? I don't care if it's frostbite or frostbit, but it's still awesome.
Now we're checking out the nativity one. This is in there though.
It's at the end, right?
Yeah.
It says, continuing its tradition for every holiday season, each Gaylord Ice show is home to a beautiful scenery nativity scene.
Oh yeah, because I was going to say this is at the very end. It's beautiful.
So every year they still have it. It's just at the end.
Very nice. I'm glad they keep it.
Yeah.
So now you filter and they put you in lines to pick up your parkas that they offer for free. We've heard that they don't wash them, so germs are at
Your own risk.
Yep, at your own risk if you want to wear their parkas. They do have photo ops for you and your family, but we always skip it.
It's just too hard when you have like a little baby that's already.
Yeah, and we got her in the stroller all bundled and everything, and we don't really want a photo of her in the stroller, so. And then you just kind of walk through this little section.
How do we look in blue?
Beautiful.
Are you putting your gloves on this time?
Oh, my gloves are down there. I gotta get them.
You can feel the cold. Thank you.
Here we go. Cute elf.
Buddy!
Buddy the elf. So you can even go to school with Buddy. I just got a photo there. I'll insert it. Jack got one too. So cool. Elf. They got the snowman. It is so unbelievable. Like, look at this. The coloring of the ice is just amazing. I love all the candy. Oh, they even have it. Bye, buddy. I hope you find your dad.
Bye, buddy. I hope you find your dad. Oh, how quickly! I hope you heard it. Look, we're heading into the Lincoln Tunnel.
Oh, the light is lighting up. Wow.
Should I be like Buddy and go like, ah? You gotta walk like this.
We'll do the stroller with it too. Wow, we're in an ice tunnel.
I definitely need this sign in my office, that's for sure. Because I make the world's best coffee.
Yes, you do. I thought you said I made the best coffee.
I don't know. I guess we're gonna have to try. Look, I found my dad.
It's your dad.
Look, you can even see the Empire State Building in the back. I don't know if it'll
I
pick
didn't
up.
notice that.
I don't know if it'll pick up on camera, but yeah, the Empire State Building. And then the tree, all made of ice. And there she goes. She's going into the turn. Her and Buddy are going around and around. And we've made it to the department store.
Welcome, Sam.
On a flood of lights. You smell like beef and cheese.
You're not Santa. I know Santa.
You sit on a bed of lies.
It's the love interest.
I really can't stay. Etch-a-sketch. Fair. This is all made of ice. Absolutely crazy. It's a Rubik's Cube. Did you see the Rubik's Cube?
That's cool.
Look, it's a frozen picture. So usually they have an artist standing here carving and stuff, but he's currently not here. Yeah, their tools are sitting back there. But yeah, he's not here right now. But I wonder what he's making right here. Wouldn't it be cool just to have this? Like, look, they've made different decorations. Look at the bunny.
Oh, wow.
Erica was saying this is her favorite scene. Look, the wine hasn't frozen yet.
Nope. Spaghetti and syrup.
We're heading into the park now. There she goes. Are you going to go slide?
Oh, yeah.
How was it?
That was fast. That one's way better than the other.
Alright, in the park you can do a sliding scene, and that's where Erica's at right now. She just went up to the top one. We did the two smaller ones first, but she's up there, but this is like the big sliding scene. And then you see Buddy with the snowballs over here. She went
so
down. I
fun.
didn't even see you.
Oh, it was so fun.
Did you want it? Was it fast?
Yeah, they're faster today.
Are they?
Yeah. Here he comes. Faster?
That's a double thumbs up right there. Yeah, they were all faster than last time.
I know.
We're leaving the park and we're heading into the mail room. There's another slide over there. There it is. That don't taste like any maple syrup I've ever had before.
Nope. Priority mail.
Priority Express mail. Look at this Etch-a-Sketch. It's made of ice.
Oh, wow. I'm sorry I ruined your
Lives.
lives.
That's when Buddy's leaving.
11 cookies.
Into your VCR. You know that movie's so old because there's a VCR in And we finally made it to Central Park where Buddy meets back up with the real Santa Claus.
Santa Claus. Better not pout, I'm telling you why. We gotta bring the Christmas spirit back. Come on, sing, everybody, sing.
Buddy's in the back of Santa's sleigh, a list, checking it twice. Gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. Sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows when you've been bad or good. So be good for goodness sake. And we made it back to the North Pole.
And they had a baby.
There's a little baby. Little baby. Look how happy Buddy is. And Grandpa Elf. Papa Elf. All right, and that's going to be the end. After the end, it's like the bonus.
Yeah. Bonus footage, nativity scene.
It doesn't really pick it up as well on the camera.
Yeah, but I'm so glad that they have it.
Super pretty. The archangel's behind it. And then here's the nativity scene. All made of ice. With the three wise men as well. And one more look at the archangel watching over them nativity. and we're heading our way out. We done did it.
We done it.
The lens is fogged up because it's so warm out here compared to being in the ice exhibit, but with any good amusement, it always ends in a gift shop.
Yep. Outside of ice, they call it Alpine Village, and they have different stuff you can do. Most of it is paid for, so it's extra compared to just your ticket into ice, but this is like where you hit the bathrooms and stuff outside, and then you go into the convention center, and this part is called the Alpine Village. And then you get ice, like you get into the ice exhibit over to the right when you walk in. And you can, I'll zoom in, but I'll also walk closer. But it just says ice, and that's where you check in, and they have your time of who they're calling. So they're now accepting 4 p.m. We did 3 p.m. But yeah, so in here they have it all decorated. Sorry, zooming back out. Market Square is there, which is what Jack was talking about the gift. Like you always end in a gift shop. Mrs. Claus is straight ahead, and she does a reading. That's all extra ticketed event that you pay for. So we'll show you some of the shops. And then they have next to Mrs. Claus, they have where you build gingerbread houses, and that is also an extra ticket price. But you can go in and build gingerbread houses. They got a bunch of kids in there right now with their families building houses. And now you're in Alpine Village Market Square, and this is where you can buy any gifts related to ice or the Gaylord, or just cute Christmas decorations that they're selling. Jack loves this.
It's cool. Something I wish I could make out of wood, but
Yeah.
it's like intricate detail.
So they're selling like ornaments. When we were here with my mom, she got baby girl this. If they have it. I don't know if they have the one that she got her, but she got her one of these, but it had earmuffs, not the hat. And then we got this magnet for the fridge. It says ice at the Gaylord. And then we got a magnet specific to it being elf. So yeah, just a bunch of cute stuff. They got this ornament. You can get a Buddy the Elf shirt, Buddy the Elf glass, another shirt.
This is the best though.
Sweatshirt.
Because it's got this on the back.
Yeah, it says ice on the back. The sad part is they're $54. And then you can even get a stuffed Buddy the Elf. He could be your elf on the shelf.
Yeah, you could do Buddy the Elf.
Buddy the Elf on the shelf.
World's best cup of coffee.
Yes, it is.
It's
a VHS.
AKA the clamshell.
But yeah, they're selling like Hallmark ornaments. So just a hodgepodge of different merch. For
You didn't want the gray one, they got the green
they got
one?
it in green.
How about red? Or if you don't want to wear it, you can get the ornament version.
Yes. So yeah, bunch of stuff, and then that's where you return your coat, and that's where you exit the ice exhibit itself. And then across the way, they have Snowy's, Snack Shack, Auntie Anne's, so you can get like Mountain Dew, it says, hot chocolate, coffee, Pepsi, and then Auntie Anne's, obviously, pretzels. And then they even have a Build-A-Bear workshop down that way. So if you don't head towards the right and you head towards the left, you head towards Snow Factory. And this is also a pay to play. But you can have a snowball fight, I believe, and there's tubing.
It's not a snowball fight, you just throw snowballs into like a tube.
Yeah, you kind of, I'll show you when we get closer. But you can get photo ops with your family because it's decorated with trees. We did that with my mom while she was here. So they got pretty trees and stuff, but then the tubing is extra, and that's straight ahead. And then we'll walk down to where you can throw snowballs.
Which lane are you taking?
Taking the far left, right in front of me.
I'm taking 4. Oh, come on.
There you go. And this is the snowball building blast. So you basically build snowballs, and then you can like aim to shoot them in the holes or pipes, whatever you want to call them. But it's also extra. So it's not included in your ice.
I wouldn't throw it at those. I'd throw it at somebody else.
Yeah, make a snowball, throw it at somebody. And then they have like a bar right there.
For your adult beverage.
They even have snowball toss rules. Ooh, they make you follow the rules.
You can't throw it on the ground. You can't throw it at people. Come
hey,
on
look,
now.
he's got AW root beer. I got that at the house. And we're making our way back to the Gaylord now. We just came up from the conference center, and they have Wrecker's Sports Bar. And then up here, you'll see it again, but it's the Emerald Bay Market. And then outside, we're going to go get a coffee. Bunch of people are playing. Our coffee has been acquired, and now we've made our way back into the atrium. And it is just so pretty.
Never need a reason.
Never need a why.
It's always coffee time.
I kid you not. This one makes like the best pumpkin spice latte.
You only like it that much was because they put a boatload of pumpkin in there.
I know, and it's like so sweet and delicious, but it's also, it's so good.
We also put 5 shots of decaf espresso in there, but if it's not decaf, we'll be up all night for Christmas.
But it's like the perfect balance because I hate when it just tastes like a latte. Like it does it. And this has like such the pumpkin flavor.
Okay, so we de-thawed. We've got our coffee. What's your thoughts?
I would do it again. Obviously, I think we mentioned it earlier. This was our second time this year, and we were both a little disappointed. Like, oh man, we got to go back. But I missed stuff the first time that I got to see the second time. So overall, I would definitely go again because that's how much I enjoyed it. It's just cool to see the ice structure.
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed it as well. I think doing it on Christmas Eve
could be a fun family tradition.
It is a really fun family tradition. The only thing is it is busier than when it was when we came during the week.
Yeah, we did a Thursday night with my mom.
Right. So that's one thing. I definitely, if you could swing it, I would definitely do it twice because it is really cool and you get to explore and get to see different things that you see multiple different times. And I definitely think the price is worth it. Yeah.
Especially what we learned, because we've kept an eye on it, but book when they're running the 50% off or the BOGO tickets, like buy one ticket, get one free. That's when we booked today's adventure with my mom. We ended up paying full price because it was a last minute thing. But if you can book it for 50% off, I think out the door per person it was $20.
Yeah, and it's surge pricing as well. So since it is Christmas Eve, it's the most expensive time. However, if you decide to come earlier in the year during the week, it is really cheap, especially when it's 50% off.
The biggest caveat, and if you're on vacation, maybe you wouldn't have to pay for it, but the biggest caveat is the parking because it's $40 to park here, which just is mind-boggling.
And there's no way around it either.
No. So we tried the first time to get it validated, and then it's like, well, spend $50, but it's only at certain restaurants, and then we're like, okay, well, $40 just to park instead of spending $50. We'll just spend the $40 then.
And today we didn't even get a ticket, so I think they're charging everybody the cost to park today.
So we'll keep you posted because my hope is that they're being nice on Christmas Eve and going to let us park for free, but I doubt it.
But that's to be determined still.
Yes, because we're still here. But I think I wish that they baked the parking into the ticket price because then I don't have to like think about it, because when you're paying for it, and then you leave and you're like, oh my God, I just spent $40 to park there for not even a whole day adventure. I think that's a lot of money for a lot of people.
But all in all, I would definitely recommend this. It's a lot of fun. We've gone twice this year. And the thing is the best part is that it changes every year. Yeah. So like I think last year was the Peanuts, so Snoopy and the gang.
I will say if you don't like the theme, I wouldn't do it because last year I'm not a big like Peanuts, Charlie Brown fan. Like I grew up watching it, but it was never like woo. Yeah. Now if they did Arthur or something like that, I'd probably go.
It's really cool though that before we even started that we got to see the different ones from years past. So it makes you more inclined to come and see ones that aren't even based off of the movies.
Yeah, because I didn't know they did that.
So if it's not even based off a movie, it would be pretty decent as well.
Yeah.
So.
But I definitely come back. So if you're in the area around Christmas time.
And it doesn't even have to be this one because they, like I mentioned, they do them at all the Gaylord properties.
Oh yeah, so if you're in Nashville or Texas.
Yep.
Definitely check out ICE. We are just walking through the hotel and exploring, looking at all the different restaurants. And then we saw these trees hanging from the ceiling. Christmas trees. So cool. Could you imagine like staying in the 9th floor room and then seeing like trees just hung? That's cool. And we're on like this little boardwalk. You can also be walking down there. And then like I mentioned earlier, they have like a Christmas tree stroll. So as you were just walking through the hotel, you'll come across a bunch of different Christmas trees decorated. There's one down there too.
Look at the I in my kerchief and I in my cap had just set her down for our long winter's nap.
It's really loud in here, but we came up to the second level of the castle slash
Spanish ruins.
yeah, slash parts of the Caribbean. But this is, I think, as close as you can get to their giant Christmas tree. So we just wanted to come up and take a look around. And yeah, so that's what it looks like up here. Really pretty. There's just so much that you can walk and explore in this hotel. It's just mind-boggling. We just keep getting lost and taking different fun pathways. Now we headed this way, and there's a boat. I spy a giant boat. Looks like a restaurant. Oh my gosh, and I just noticed Christmas trees. Big Christmas trees out there. This stuff is just so beautiful. Looks like a little house. So there's a boat restaurant. Do you want to go eat on a boat?
It's a seafood restaurant called Moor.
If you couldn't hear Jack, it's a seafood restaurant called Moor. M-O-O-R. In case we're pronouncing it wrong. That's so cool. The
Grinch.
The Grinch. The Grinch. Just so neat. I told Jack I'd want to sit on the boat if I was eating here. Neat. Oh. And now we're just walking this way, see what we find. So the sun has gone down, so now the atrium is very dark, but we're in the under part of the atrium. So I'll try to show you as best as I can because I know our camera doesn't do well in darkness. But we walked this boardwalk bridge earlier, so now we are directly below it. And it was much cooler in the daylight. I told Jack I liked the Gaylord, I think, more in the daylight because when we came with my mom, it was dark, and I just don't feel like we saw everything because you just can't see all the green lushness and when it's dark. So now that we got it both ways, I like it in the daylight better. Even though like the Christmas trees are lit up and stuff, it's just like all the pretty like plants and trees, you just don't see them as good once the sun goes down. So I'm a fan of it in the daylight. That's the restaurant up there. Ooh, that chandelier is really pretty. And then those are the hanging Christmas trees that we showed you earlier when we were up on that part of it. So now we're underneath. So cool. And then the spa is this way. You can probably hear Princess because she doesn't like the dark. So we were headed to our car, but we just wanted to walk this one more time. And then you got the Sawgrass place. Beware of gators and snakes. Ooh. We got some snakes in here. Ooh, that one's like doing something. He's trying to scare me. That one's moving too. Merry Christmas, little snakey. Merry Christmas. That's a Florida pine snake, it says. The Everglades elevators are that way. And then they got baby alligators in there. Grunts is what they're calling them. And so yeah, we're just taking this path now. And we're gonna slowly make our way to the car. It was a fun-filled Christmas Eve at the Gaylord. We are so glad that we came. Another tree from the tree trail. Who else made these growing up out of construction paper and you would tear it off as it got closer to Christmas? Jack and I both talk about doing that as kids. We're gonna do it with baby girl once she gets a little bit bigger. And then they also have the arcade down here. We're not gonna go in, but arcade down here too. And now out to the pool. And then here's the pool. It was open today, not this part. It's like a miniature like water section, like water play section with slides. But the lazy river was open and people were in it. And we were both like, oh my God, it's too cold. And then here's another look at the pool. It looks like they probably have like a pop-up little food place or bar there. More slides, like bigger slides here than the little kiddie slides at the other one. And then that's the lazy river that wraps around. I know it's not the best shot, but very cool. I would love to have a resort day here.
Well, that's going to do it for us from the Gaylord Palms today. Christmas Eve.
Merry Christmas to everybody, and we hope you enjoy your days tomorrow.
And with that, we'll see you around like a donut.